Look at that freezer. Weeks of groceries. Now imagine it's all gone in 48 hours. Not because of anything the owner did, but because somewhere far away, a data center drops its load without warning. That's not a hypothetical. That's what the federal agency that monitors the American power grid is worried about right now. This is a transmission tower, part of what engineers call the bulk power system. This is the high voltage backbone that carries electricity across entire regions. These towers carry the power before it ever gets to your neighborhood. An agency called NERC, the North American Electric Reliability Corporation, is responsible for protecting the BPS. This is where high voltage transmission power gets stepped down into the electricity that comes out of your wall. You've never had a reason to worry about that process, but that might be changing. On May 4th, NERC issued its highest level warning in years. The problem? Data centers. The massive facilities that run your streaming, your cloud storage, your AI apps. They draw enormous amounts of electricity. And when one of them suddenly cuts that draw, going from hundreds of megawatts down to near zero in seconds, the generators still feeding that load don't know how to stop. The whole system has to rebalance instantly, or it starts to cascade. Think of it like 1,000 cars on a highway, all hitting the brakes at once. Everything behind them has to react fast. This is part of the system that has to handle that reaction. Alabama Power is a registered entity under NERC, meaning they were legally required to acknowledge that Level 3 warning by May 11th of this year. They serve Mobile, they serve your home, and whatever decisions get made in response to that warning will eventually show up on your bill. The grid doesn't run itself. Trucks like this one are out every day, maintaining lines, reading meters, responding to outages. The people who drive them aren't the ones making policy, but the infrastructure they maintain wasn't designed to handle the speed and scale of the AI industry. The HVAC units on the roof of this restaurant are running right now. They run all day, every day, all summer long. Multiply that by every restaurant, every store, every office on this corridor. That's the demand side of the equation. NERC's warning isn't just about data centers. It's about a grid that was built for a certain level of demand, now being asked to serve a world running significantly hotter, digitally and literally. Look at this intersection. Traffic signals, street lights, a chain store. Everything here is drawing power right now. The Dollar Tree's refrigeration, the traffic signals. This is what ordinary grid dependency looks like. It's invisible because it works. The question is what happens when it doesn't. This meter, or one exactly like it, is on the side of your house or apartment right now. Every decision made by NERC, by the Alabama Public Service Commission, by Alabama Power's executive team, eventually flows through this meter and lands on your bill. It's the only part of the entire bulk power system that most people ever see. She's just shopping. She's not thinking about transmission infrastructure or data center load profiles or NERC Level 3 alerts. She doesn't have to, because the system is working. Every one of those cases behind her runs continuously, 24 hours a day. The moment the power stops, the clock starts, and for a lot of people in Mobile, replacing what's in those cases isn't easy. This is what it all boils down to, this piece of paper. Alabama power rates have been climbing for years. The Alabama Public Service Commission, the state agency that's supposed to keep those rates in check, just restructured. 4 new commissioners are being appointed by the governor right now. The decisions they make about how Alabama Power manages data center load growth will determine what this bill looks like for years to come. The people that will be most impacted by this issue have had little say in its implementation. They weren't asked, and most of them have never heard of NERC.